Hello everyone, and welcome to our slow down yin yoga flow. When you are ready, join me at the base of your mat in a wide kneeling position. Knees are apart, big toes are together. Inhale, take your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to fold down into our wide-legged child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat, melting your heart center down into the earth. You can sway your body slightly from side to side just to wake it up a little bit, or stay static, focusing on that opening in the upper back, in the chest, and in the hips. Take a few deep cleansing breaths in this pose. In through the nose and nice long exhales through the mouth. We're going to be holding most poses in this practice for 2 minutes, so allow yourself to get comfortable. Close your eyes and immerse yourself in these postures. Begin to bring movement back into your fingers and toes. Open your eyes to a soft gaze and adjust yourself to your surroundings. Prepare to move. And then when you're ready, begin to rise and join the knees together. Exhale and slide the hands forward, allowing the tailbone to come towards the sky. Chest sinks down towards the mat, coming into our puppy pose. If you'd like to take a deeper stretch here, join the hands together and rest on the elbows, drawing your fingers so that they face towards the sky. Forehead or chin can come down to the mat. And again, allow yourself to get comfortable and relax into these postures. Use your breath to get a little bit deeper and to relax just that little bit more. If at any point the pose gets uncomfortable for you and you need to readjust, you can just come out of the pose slightly and then come back in when you're ready. If your hands are in that prayer position, release them down to the mat. Slowly lift your chest up off the mat and round the body forward, sinking your hips down, resting here on your forearms in Sphinx pose. Keep the head up high, gaze is ahead, chest is open out in front of you. Round the shoulders back and allow them to drop away from the ears. Relax the lower back and allow the legs to fall away from one another, perhaps coming mat width apart. Again, close the eyes and come back to your breathing to guide you through this posture. Lower your chest down to the mat and ground your hands beside your chest. Push up into upward facing dog, wrists stacked underneath the shoulders, thighs are off the mat. Open through the lower back and the chest. Then on your next exhale, push back into downward facing dog, releasing the heels down towards the mat. Hold here for a few deep breaths, opening the chest cavity, the upper back and the shoulders, as well as the hamstrings and the calves. Keep that spine nice and long. Then when you're ready, we're going to step that right foot forward between the hands, relax the left knee down, untuck the toes. Keep the hands down around the feet, resting in our low lunge. Gaze is down, hips pushing towards the ground, holding this pose for 1 minute. Now push the hips back and straighten out the right leg, coming down onto the sit bones with the left foot besides the left glute. Inhale, take your arms to the sky, and exhale, fold, reaching for those toes. Flex the foot as much as you can to activate that stretch in the hamstrings. With each exhale, release all that tension in the legs and fold a little deeper from the hips, making sure not to round through the upper back, keeping that spine nice and straight, the chest open. Again, come back to that breathing and close your eyes. On your next inhale, rise up to neutral with the spine. Place your hands behind you and tilt the pelvis up slightly to activate that stretch in the left quad. To go deeper, you can come down onto your forearms or even recline all the way down onto your back. To activate the stretch in the quad even more, bend the right leg, planting the foot on the mat. This will put even more pressure onto that left leg and give you a deeper stretch. Again, come back to the breathing here, make sure you are comfortable and getting that optimum stretch. Tuck your chin into your chest and sit up onto your sit bones nice and slowly. Then make your way into your low lunge yet again, but this time keep that left knee up off the mat to get a deep stretch in the left psoas and hip flexor. Once you meet me here, then we're going to step back into our downward facing dog, holding here for a few breaths before we begin on the next side. Then round forward into our low lunge, this time with the left foot between the hands. Right knee is grounded, untuck the right toes. Push the hips down and activate that stretch, this time in the right hip. Straighten out the left leg and allow the hips to come down to the mat with the right foot beside your glute. Inhale, arms come to the sky, straighten out your spine. And exhale, fold and reach for that foot, finding a deep stretch in the back of the leg. With each breath, try and get a little bit deeper by drawing your nose towards the knee, finding that flexibility in your hamstrings. begin to rise up and straighten through the spine. Slowly lower down onto your hands, your forearms, or onto your back, finding the quad stretch variation that is comfortable and effective for you. Whether you stay upright with the left leg straight or you fold down all the way, arms overhead, left leg bent. Take a few deep breaths here, closing your eyes, finding that deep stretch this time in the right quad. Lift up back onto your sit bones when you're ready. Then push into our high runner's lunge with the right knee off the mat. Hold here for a breath when you're ready, stretching out this time the right psoas. Then step the left foot back into our downward facing dog when you're ready. And we're just going to hold here for a breath. Just find a quick stretch in the chest, stretch out the back of the legs. They may be feeling a bit sore or a bit tight. Maybe walk out the dog for a moment. Then when you're ready, round forward and lower the knees down to the mat. And make your way to the center of your mat in a cross-legged position or a seated position that's comfortable for you. Take your hands down onto your knees, palms facing up to the sky. Bow your head down slightly, but still keeping your spine nice and tall. Close your eyes here and end the practice with a few deep cleansing breaths. Finding gratitude for your body and mind, relaxing your body. Notice the rise and fall of the chest here, the sensations around the nose and the mouth, and allow that to relax you. Allow yourself to feel alive but relaxed at the same time, energized but still. Take a few moments here in silence and quiet to center yourself before you begin with the rest of your day. With your eyes still closed, take your hands to heart center. Maybe flex the hands a little bit before you do so to find some movement. Then when you're ready, bow down to yourself to say thank you, giving yourself a little bit of gratitude. Then join me in saying Namaste. Namaste everyone. Thank you for coming to my practice.